Hi, I'm Patrick from OPPRacing.com, and we're here to show you an installation of the LighTech chain adjusters on a GSXR 600 2011. These are brand new, they just came in from Italy. Very precise chain adjustment, a very nice product from LighTech. It's very precise and very quick. So this is a very easy installation. Can be done by one person. So what you want to do, obviously, have yourself a nice GSXR 600 2011 donated to us from one of our local racers, champions. So first, what I like to do is I want to wedge the wheel because I'm working by myself, and it's also nice and easy. You want to wedge the wheel so when you slide the axle out, the wheel doesn't drop, and you can hopefully reinsert the axle after you install the chain adjusters. So what you need to do first is get a 32 millimeter socket. So you want to loosen this. So I have actually already pre-loosened this. So I'll speed it up a little bit. So you slide this thing out. That comes out. The stock bolt, sorry, the stock nut with the slider comes out. And do this on the other side as well. So what you want to do is you want to tap this out a little bit, so you can pull the axle out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to want to take this, loosen this, which is actually already pre-loosened. You can do this with a 10 millimeter and a 12 millimeter wrench. So just check that the tire is in there. Hopefully it's not going to go anywhere. Now what you want to do is you want to pull this thing out nice and snug. The wheel stays. The stock slide out. Now the chain adjusters actually do come with a manual, which is in Italian and also in English, so easy. Take those out. This is your right hand side. So now what you want to do is you want to take this bolt out. Now actually I'm going to cheat a little bit. I've loosened this already out, and I have a nice electric ratchet. This bolt is very long. Take that out. Same thing on the other side. So you have to, actually what I like to do is to clean it a little bit, just in case there's some dirt in there, so the chain adjuster slides in smoothly. So you slide in the chain adjuster. Now this is the bolt that's going to go in to hold the chain adjuster. I put it in manually for a little bit. Now the chain adjuster actually slides right inside, right behind the swing arm. So there's actually, it's very difficult to actually do a wrong installation on this. Again, it's very simple, very quick, precise. So now you can do an optional a Loctite on this. Don't usually need to, but okay. So this is nice and snug. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, I'm just going to wipe it so there's no dirt in there, so it slides in nice and quick. So you can see it how it actually locks it in in there. This is probably, I would say, a 10-minute installation, no longer than that. You should be able to do this by yourself or with a buddy. Just make sure you have yourself a nice stand so you can get the bike off the ground. LighTech makes really nice stand. This actually in particular is a folding stand, so it's a weight-saving stand. So that's really nice. And we're going to also add to this install is a LighTech nut. It's a 22 millimeter by 1.5. I'm going to open that up. So now the hardest part in this, I think, is just really aligning the axle. And now this particular axle, actually, we've installed also a slider on there, so it's actually has even more protection, if you will, against crashing. So now I'm going to show you how this thing slides. So it's very easy, very quick. And we're going to line this thing up. As I said, this is the trickiest part, is actually just lining it up. And hopefully, if you did a good job and wedged the wheel in there properly, it hasn't moved in a lot, and you'll be able to slide it right in. So, just another little minor adjustment. Okay, that should be alright. So I just grab the axle on the same side. As I said, this is probably the hardest part of the install, just getting everything lined up nicely. You want to grab yourself a rubber mallet, and just after it's lined up, just bang it in so gently, line it up. And there it is, slipped in there. Okay, so now you can see it's right in there. Make sure to tap it in all the way. So now we have put a nice LighTech nut on there. What you can actually still do, you can actually still reuse your stock nut, which is right here, and tighten it, but it looks much nicer with the LighTech nut. You can actually also use a Gills Tooling locking nut as well. So that is nicely in there. So now what you want to do is you want to tighten up the chain, and what you want is about an inch up and down. So this, you can see the precise measurement on this groove here. It's on the 20. So you want to do the same thing on the other side. And then you want to check how tight the chain is. That's actually about right. So what you want to do everything is done now. We want to tighten up the bolt, or the socket, the nut, sorry. So there it is, your LighTech chain adjusters for GSXR 600 750 for 2011. Thank you. This is just a quick note that we actually forgot to mention in the video, is that you use a 13mm socket, and you can use a wrench or a ratchet. Now this every time, actually, you can hear the adjustment. It's very faint, but every time you hear it, it's a 1/4 millimeter adjustment. You also do not want to touch this nut at all. So do not touch with this. All you need to do is just attach, or just do the adjustment with this part. Okay. So every time you hear it, it's a 1/4 of a millimeter. So it's a very fine adjustment and very precise.